It's good, brother. How are you?
Boss man, how you doing? I'm doing well. We just touched down in Atlanta, still at the airport.
Globetrotting, man. That's what you're doing.
Hell yeah, we're moving all around the country right now, promoting the single, man. So thank you for taking the time to join us today.
Man, that's nothing, brother. Anything to give a hand, man. I
Hell yeah,
seen that in the beginning. Sometimes you recognize talent, man, and you gotta uplift it. You know what I'm saying? To rise above everything else.
hell yeah. I
For
appreciate the
those who don't
opportunity to
know,
work with
man,
you, my
it's
man.
like even seeing and hearing you earlier, it's like, yo, you got the makeup of, you know, of a great artist, and I believe, like, yo, you're gonna do some big things, man.
Thank you, my man. Coming from you, that means a lot. And,
Yo,
and
it's your talent though, man. You know how they say
it's
game
working.
recognize game? It's like I just seen it, it's like I just recognize, what you have, you know? And that's a complete package. A lot of people don't have that. Everybody run around, they want to rap, but not many can be like, it's a natural, I feel like it's a natural thing for you, you know?
It's what I live for, my man. I wanted to wait for the right moment to drop my first single and work with the right person, and you were that person, my man. So I appreciate that.
And I appreciate you. Like my homegirl Felicia, she has a online, distribution thing, I think. And when I sent the song yesterday, she was like, "Wow, yo, where'd you find him?" I was like, "We kind of found each other, And that's why I say when you have talent, it's an amazing thing because you don't have to work as hard. You just gotta work smart.
Hell yeah.
And it's like by you working smart, it's like, yo, you're going to get where you need to be. The dope thing is you got a good team around you. It's like everybody's pro you and they pushing for you, and it's like they trying to make it happen. And I really feel big things is going to come.
Thank you, my
You know?
man. All about consistency. This is just the start for me. It's my 10-year run started 2 weeks ago with you, my man. So I'm looking
Yeah,
forward
but
to it.
it's like from hearing you, man. It's like I don't know how long you been rapping.
I've been rapping probably since I was about 15. So I grew up, my inspirations at a young age were Biggie largely and Mac Miller, kind of different sides of the spectrum. But I actually met Mac Miller when I was 15. And I came up in a very small town where like having big aspirations wasn't really a thing. But when I met Mac and I saw that experience, I saw him sell out a show. It was crazy to me. It just like opened up a whole realm of opportunities. So since then, I've been rapping since like 15, and it's been a journey. I wanted to wait till I had the right team, like you said. I wanted to wait till I had the right production and the right image behind my music. So this was the first project, 5, 10, or 5, 7 years later. So here we are.
Like I say, man, your management, everybody around you, man, you got a good team. And like I
Thank you,
say,
my man.
most of the times when people get a team, sometimes everyone isn't pro artist, but everybody is pro you to make sure everything can happen, and they're gonna go all out to make it happen. So not only do I believe that you got a good start, it's like everyone who's on the team, I believe that everyone's going to be a staple in this industry later. Where it's like, you just staple, and it's like, when it's gonna be there. Same way as like if you got that the cork board, and it's like you staple the papers there so everybody can see it. That's
Yeah,
what you guys are going to be. And it's like, long as y'all keep working and pushing and doing what you're doing, y'all going to knock some doors down.
much love, my man. Much love. Yeah, this is the start of it all for me, so I'm excited. And I know you've seen, from the small independent artists to the biggest in the game. So I do
Yeah,
appreciate
even with
that coming
Mac.
from you.
I met Mac
Hell yeah.
early when he was early in his career. When seeing him and having the chance to sit down and talk with him, before he blew up, I felt his energy. And it's like, even speaking to him, he was such a huge rap fan. Like, he's like, yo, I got a tattoo of Big L on my arm. That's my favorite artist. But when you have those people is being a fan of them, I think that that's how those things happen, because it's like you're already attracted to greatness, and being like, you have you're like, yo, Biggie inspires you, then it's like you're already on the path to greatness, because it's like when you see him, like me knowing him, everything he did, he wanted to be great at. Like he could make a record like One More Chance, and he'll come out the booth and be like, yo, how was my rhymes? So when you see that, he knew it was rhyme first. I'll pick the beat, I'll make the beat, and it's like, when I rhyme on the beat, it's like I'm going to make the beat hot. The beat doesn't make me hot.
Yeah, yeah. And
So
he would ask you, right, in the sessions, like, how does this sound?
Yeah, he would ask how's his rhymes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know, he knew the beat was, he liked the beat, he liked how he sounded on him, but he was mainly like, yo, how is my rhymes? Is my rhymes dope? Do I need to change anything? Is there something wrong with my cadence, how I'm saying it? You know, do you think I need to do it over? Like, he was a perfectionist in what he did, and it's like for him, you know, 20 something years afterwards to have all his records still rocking, I think that that's an incredible feat. And it's like, I look at it and I know he felt the same way. You wish for people 20 years later to be coming up and rocking stages and doing what they do and showcase their talent and their love and their ability to rap. That's one of the
facts.
most important things. It doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter what I'm doing because I feel like for me, I ran a course, but it's like if I'm getting extended play, like, you know, in a video game, I'll take the extended play. But I look for the game to move forward. Like, you guys have to move forward and be stars. And you have to come in and make every producer want to work with you. And you go off and these guys work with you and they do great things also. And then next thing you know, you'll be making producers because like Jay-Z get on anybody beat and all of a sudden they hot.
Facts.
I, I want cats to be able to have that type of experience where it's like every beat you get on, you make the beat and people are like, yo, you know, I didn't really like the beat, but the way he's rhyming on it, he's spitting, he makes it sound incredible. You know,
Definitely, definitely. We started with a heavy hitter, you and I, my man. Definitely.
that's dope, man. I appreciate it. You know, and to look, like I say, man, you know, to have the aspirations, even hearing you, when I heard you, I wanted to work with you. I was like, yo, this kid is dope, man. It's like, we
Could I
need to
tell
make
the
some
people the
music.
story if that's cool, just so they
Huh?
know? Could I tell the people the story?
Sure. All it is tough. I believe the best promotion is the truth. When you had the truth, and when people ask me my truth and I say it, they be like, wow, that's incredible. Tell the truth, man. I believe like even for us to get together something like a Cinderella story and maybe it inspire people because dreams can come true no matter what we do.
Hell yeah, this shit a dream for me too, my man, for sure. So how we met, me and Buck, virtually at least. I dropped a promo video. It got reposted by a pretty large Instagram page for rappers, and Buck DM'd me. And I woke up the next morning, read my DM, and I was like, "How the fuck did Buck just DM me?" 'Cause Biggie's one of my favorite artists, and so is Jay and L, and I came up on all that. So that was a crazy experience. And then I ended up sending you a little demo, and then you sent me your beat pack, the Essential Beats beat pack, and gave me free reign on which one to choose. So I mean, as an artist starting out, man, I do appreciate the opportunity. It was a crazy, life-changing experience for me. So definitely want to make that clear.
Man, it's just dope, man. Like I say, talent attracts talent. And it's like no matter who you are, hopefully even with the song, it's like it will attract more people. And I wish for guys even to me I look at it for like a Pharrell. I wish like Pharrell could see it and be like, wow, this kid is talented. He has the look and everything of a star. I need to work with him. And that's,
I
you know,
appreciate that, man.
I look at these things, it's not all about when you're doing songs with people, it's not all about like, yo, you know, I need to give you the hottest record. But when you know somebody can give you a record to take you to the promised land, it's like, okay, that's the guy to me that can take you where you need to be. If you could get with him, that will make the world look at you. And when they look at you and they see it and they feel your vibe and they feel your energy, they'll be like, yo, this guy's he's going to be that guy.
Hell yeah,
And
I appreciate that.
the universe needs to write that out like that so, you know, Pharrell could see it and be like, yeah, let me take a listen. Oh, wow, this is crazy. Yo, it's a certain energy he got. I need to work with him. Let me send him a DM, you know?
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, I look, man, it's like my whole career, that's what it's been. Like, I could set off a record, but it would take like a Pharrell or Timberland to take the artist to the promised land where it's like, or they'd be like, yo, you know, you made a dope record with him. If he's working with you, you got to be hot. And they'll be like, whoa, let's work. Let's make something happen. Come down to Miami, come down to VA, come down to wherever they at. And if you get the opportunity, I'm sure you'll go down there and you'll get a slam dunk.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
You know?
So speaking of first opportunities and meeting people, how did you get tapped in with DITC, the group in general? And I think it was through Lord Finesse, if I'm not mistaken, right? And then you introduced L to Lord Finesse, right?
Me and Finesse made L the same day at the Hard Pack. Is a place where it's like they made mixtapes. and L wanted to. I think it was L's second mixtape. Like his DJ D Wiz was the one who put me and LP up on L. Um, and L wanted to meet Finesse, and L made his history. So it's like when he met Finesse, he wowed Finesse, and it's like not many rappers when he hears them they can wow him, and especially not enough to make Finesse want to sign him.
Facts.
You know, and to look at it, they became big brother, little brother, and till L's passing, it's like they was tight just like that.
Hell yeah. No, L is one of my biggest inspirations. He's probably got the nicest wordplay in the history of hip hop. And for those of you who don't know, my man Buck produced some of L's biggest records for my people watching. Put It On, The Graveyard, a lot of others. But
We got our
crazy
start
music.
together. Like,
Hell yeah.
Even with L, like my first real album, my first record was with Diamond. The first two albums I worked on was Organized Confusion and OC. OC's album, Time's Up, and Organized Confusion Stress. But Big L was the first one because it's like we came in together. It's like we had such a history together. Like even for me, it was the time I was under Rockefeller management, and this when he passed, and he was supposed to sign to Rockefeller under his own label. Yeah,
Crazy.
that's the beauty of the energy that we carry, and it's like you never know. And it's like when you work hard, like you see how your motherfucking jet setting going from state to state. Next thing you know, y'all be going from continent to continent, and it's
Hell
like
yeah.
y'all be making this happen, and people will look and they will feel that energy that you putting out there, and they're going to be attracted to it, and they're going to want to be in that same energy with y'all and share it.
That's the goal, my man. Definitely. You're working
Yeah, but
hard.
you making it happen, man. You don't see it yet, but I believe like things like I seen it for me. Things are written beforehand, and I believe things for you, things are written beforehand also because with all the moves you guys are making, it's coming about. So you don't have to worry. Just keep doing what you do, and you will fall right into the energy that y'all making.
Thank you, my man. Yeah, it's the start of a journey, but this is what I live for, you feel me? So there's no other option for me. That's
And
what
you
I
work
wake up
hard
and
too.
live
I
and
don't
breathe.
know if everybody sees you working, but you work hard. So when you work hard, it's going to come about.
Absolutely. Just consistency. That's the main thing. It's
Yeah.
the start.
And it's one word that they say, destiny. So you destined to have that. You destined to be great. And when it happens, it's like you'll be really proud of yourself.
I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Man,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
watching like a spectator now, man. So I'm just waiting for it to happen too. You know?
I'm
And
glad. I ain't gonna stop. I'll let you know that. I ain't gonna stop until it happens, my man. It's the
do like
start of
yeah,
everything right here.
don't stop nothing. You know, you turn it up. Like you seen even Jay, you seen 50. These are the dudes that didn't stop. And it's like when you stop, it's like you lose your momentum. But when you keep going, it's like you turn it up and you go into hyper speed and warp speed, and it's like before you know it, you have so many opportunities coming your way that you have so many great things happening.
Hell yeah. I
Yeah.
guess that's what makes a great artist is the hard work, the
Well,
dedication.
that's a part of it, but the one thing that makes a great artist is the talent. So if you didn't have talent, you can work as hard as you want without talent, and it doesn't trigger that energy. So when
Facts.
you have the talent, that triggers that energy, and it's like that allows those doors to open.
Hell yeah.
So just keep doing what you're doing, man, and you're gonna see things manifest. And when they
Thank you, my man.
manifest, you'll see.
Hopefully
Man,
the way they manifested for you. A
yeah,
legend, my
like
man.
I seen certain things, but I say for you, man, what's dope about it? It's a new time and a new era, and you rap, and it's like I seen mine happen, and it's not till this time that I really look back and I was like, wow, a lot of incredible things happened because when I look at it now, I'm like, wow, everything happened like back to back. So and I definitely appreciate it, but now it's like I can enjoy certain things and I can enjoy seeing other people do theirs where it's like I can be blessed for me and look at their blessings and be like, wow, that's incredible. I know other people will wish the same thing, but it might not happen for everybody.
That's a fact. Well, I feel blessed to have the opportunity to work with you, my man.
Now
Definitely.
it's so cool, man. It's pleasure's mine, man. I'm blessed. Because I'm telling you, in another couple of years, when you at the top, and I can be like, yeah, we worked together earlier. People are looking, be like, yo, didn't you work with him earlier? And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
you
it was
know,
on
that
his
was,
first.
huh?
You were on my first song. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the blessing, and it's like that opportunity is something that I can hold and I can keep dear to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I have records that are like that, where it's an artist that I work with, where it's like, wow, like Beanie Siegel, I was the first person to work with him, and that's when I had the rock management thing, huh?
Crazy. I didn't know that. That's wild.
Yeah, we did about 12 songs, and the first record to release was What a Thug About.
Damn.
So I
That's
look and it's like I pride myself always working with great MCs and great artists. So I just want to carry on tradition. Because every time when it's like if I work with a great artist or a great MC, that makes other people want to work. And that's cool.
hell yeah. So who's your favorite artist you work with, or what's your favorite song that you've made? Do you think, from your perspective?
Man, I couldn't even tell you. Usually when I go in the studio and I make a song, it goes in like a file cabinet. So after I make it, it's like, and I feel it's good, it's great, it's cool. Now I'm on to the next one. I look forward to whatever's going to be the next thing. So that's just like if we work again and we make something, those are the things I look forward to. We made something, I feel it's classic. We can put that in the folder and let it, and let it pot, let it grow, let it cultivate, and let it grow into something beautiful.
Hell yeah.
You know, and
As many
then
of your records have, my man, for sure.
it's a dope record, and everybody I seen it when they comment on it, they love the record.
Yeah, we getting a lot of love right now. It's a good look for sure.
Yeah, like my homegirl Felicia, when she heard, she's like, "Yo, where you find this guy?" I was like, "Yo, we kind of found each other." She's like, "Yo,
Wait, Destiny.
he doesn't rhyme how he looks." So when you look at they know you mad marketable, but when they hear your vocal tone and they hear the rhymes, people are wild from that. That's why I say when you get one of these dudes working with you, like a Pharrell or even even if it's a 40, it's going to create something epic because that's going to make the world look at you in a different way.
Absolutely.
So I'm excited. I'm just looking and I'm waiting to see. You know,
Thank you. I got a
but
lot coming for you. Don't worry.
yeah, man. So I'm waiting, man. I want to see. I want to see you walk across. Be graced with these other artists that are huge artists right now, or maybe the first one from your generation, because a lot of artists are older now. Where it's like now, you could be the leader of your generation and make some things happen.
Definitely. We got some big things coming with some people, which I'll tell you later, not on live, but yeah, we working on
Nah,
some big.
it's all cool, man. Like I said, I'm waiting to see. Anytime when I even see something, man, I'm like, yo, that's dope. Because most artists they don't work as hard to make it happen. And like I say, looking at your management and everybody on your team, I'm like, yo, you guys work hard. We'll see you guys like how they have, the top 40 management and stuff, like XXL and all of that, the top artists. I feel like you guys are destined for that because y'all going for it. Y'all not sitting back or got your hand out like, yo, can you help us? Y'all going for
No,
it regardless.
we started this shit with nothing, Buck. I'll tell you what, I got evicted. Like in the music video, I got evicted when I was like 15. Moved to public housing. I got a call from my current manager now, and since then, I mean, shit. I slept in the studio for my first demo. We ate nothing. We drank Nutriment to get by. You feel me? You know, Nutriment shakes. Like that's where we
Yeah,
started and built it up to this level. So the next 10 years, we just need to keep building it from there. So
man, just keep, only thing I'm going to tell you, man, just keep doing what you're doing. Because it's like before you know it, something beautiful is going to happen. And you're going to be like, wow, this is what I worked hard for.
hell yeah,
So
absolutely,
even
my man.
globetrotting like you're doing now, that's the start. Because now everyone who's, even live, Instagram, etc., they'll see you. They'll get they'll see you passing by, and they be like, wow, yo, that's Jake. I know that's him. And, it's good for, fans of people to see you, and when you can even reach out to them, they be like, yo, are you from here? Or you're not from here? Or you in Miami this time? Wow, you all over. So what you're doing is you're making yourself available to reach out and touch fans and different type of people all over the country. And that's really dope because that's what a lot of people they live for. You know, they see you, hey, can I take a picture? When all of that start happening and a plethora of things, where it's like people taking pictures with you and your pictures all over the internet, you're going to see different reactions with everything.
Definitely, definitely. And we started this little globe trot with a show in Tribeca. I don't know if you saw that, but we sold out the venue that night. It was crazy. We had everybody packed out, and we did one song only, Boss Thoughts, and everybody went crazy. So it was a good way
But
to
I'm
start, get
telling
the
you,
energy
man,
going.
like I see it even when before we did the song, it's something like your style, how you rap, your voice and everything. You got a voice that's different. You got a style that's different. And like I say, for for the female audience, you're marketable. That's why I said you need to work with
Thank you.
Pharrell.
Shout out to all the females on live right now. Love
You
y'all.
know,
Love the support.
and everybody need to go and holler at Pharrell and tell Pharrell he needs to come check my man Jake. You know,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. No,
because
I
it's
love
something
Pharrell.
there.
That's a
Even if you
great
want to do
connection.
business, I'm pretty sure y'all could work something out. You know.
No, definitely, definitely. All in time. All in time for sure.
Yeah, that's hang with get with the winners. That's you'll win. And I
Facts.
believe like I say from hearing it from jump, like yo, you definitely are destined to be one of the winners.
Thank you, my man. Coming
And
from
you
you, that
got
means a lot. Because
yeah,
I grew
like
up
I
listening
say,
to a lot of your music, and it's crazy to be working with you, to be honest with you. But hearing that come from you, and looking up to artists like L and Biggie, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
like people
It's
always told me I don't like nothing. So if a
you
person
don't like
says
nothing.
yeah, because like I'm very
You
critical
shouldn't.
about a lot of music.
Yeah, you should be. Definitely.
That's the type of reaction I will always give people. They'd be like, "How? What you thinking?" And I'll be like, "Oh, it's cool. It's all right." So they taking it when I say that like it's nothing special. But when you like, oh, you like this dude, yeah, he's dope. They be like, yeah, you
Facts.
must really like him. Like, yeah, like yo, listen to his raps, listen to how he rhymes, listen to his style. Do you hear his voice? His voice is different from everyone who raps. He's not rapping about the same thing everybody raps about. And this is you, like this is your talent. So from you being a 15-year-old kid with your managers to where you at now, this is why I say I believe you guys are destined to be far, because the journey that you're traveling is you're only gonna go further.
Much love, my man. Thank you.
You know, you're welcome,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Let's make this happen, man. Anything you need from me, is a phone call away.
I know
So
that. I know that always, my man. And speaking of being critical, I heard a story, and I wanted to see if it was true.
yeah,
So the song "I Got a Story to Tell," right?
yeah.
Originally, was that beat meant for Foxy Brown? Originally,
Well, Tone picked it for Foxy Brown.
okay, okay. And she had said it was, I think, like the worst beat she ever heard, right? Or something
Um,
like that.
from what
I think I
from what
read
I
that.
heard, yeah, but she told me she didn't say that, and I'm like,
She
yo,
told you she didn't say that. Facts.
yeah, but I'm like, okay, it's all cool. Foxy is people, so I'll take that. But in the end, like I say, she didn't do the song, and Biggie took it. So I was like, okay, cool. And she was there when we mixed it.
Yeah,
So
and then
maybe
I
when she
heard.
heard the mix, huh?
My bad. Keep going.
No, I was saying maybe when she heard the song mix, maybe she liked everything as a complete, and that's cool too. But she's successful in what she do. She's had hit records and had a lot of dope beats, so I can't be mad. Every beat ain't for everybody. Even
No,
like
definitely.
Pun. Pun told me that Woe was the worst beat he ever heard, and I'm like,
Really.
okay, cool. And then the next week, I went to Bad Boy, and it's like, and Rob picked the beat, and another 2 weeks later, it was out.
Hell yeah.
So it doesn't translate. The record doesn't translate sometimes till the song is done, and that's what I look at. It's not personal. I've seen people even before Biggie did play his anthem. Clark told me like a lot of people passed over the beat. They didn't like it. They didn't feel it. But then as soon as Biggie did the song with Junior Mafia, everyone's dancing to it in the club.
Hell yeah.
So it takes certain artists. That's why I say even like Big and Jay, they can hear the song, they can hear the beat and know what they need to do to it. Like, yo, this beat is dope. It's something special about it. And it's like, when I record this song, it's like people gonna go crazy when it's come on. And that's cool. That's becoming a great artist, and studying great artists is what you're doing. is how you get to that level of songwriting. Like, and a lot of rappers don't understand like songwriting is key. So once you start writing songs, and it's like, and they get to that level, then they can have the success they want. But when you come from the gate and you're a songwriter, and that's something like Biggie was. Biggie did Party and Bullshit. He did Who Shot Ya, One More Chance. And everything he was touching when he first came in the game, it was a dope record. It wasn't a hot beat. It was a dope record. And I aspire, and it's like I tell people, like, yo, that's what I wish for the people coming up, that they can be spectacular songwriters. Like, he had an incredible voice, too. When you have the voice, and Guru said this, like, it's the voice to get you open. If you have a dope rap voice, and you can make dope songs, and you make hits, like, yo, you're going.
That's a secret recipe.
So, just sharpen your sword, man, and keep it going, you know? And you'll see,
Hell yes.
Aerosmith is one of the greats. And then there'll be a kid out there who wants to rap, who will see you the same way he seen Mac Miller, who meets you like 12, 13, 14, 15, and he'll be inspired, and it's like you'll touch his life, and it'll be the same thing all over again. He'll come up and be maybe just like you.
And that's how you keep it growing. Definitely.
Yeah, man,
Generation
it's
to
all
generation.
inspiration, man. It's a generational thing. Let's inspire and let's, push the culture forward. That's what we do.
Who
When
is your
some
biggest inspiration when it comes to production?
my biggest was
Or music in general, maybe.
it was Bomb Squad, the people who did Public Enemy music. Because
Got
coming
you.
from a
Got
time
you.
where it's like production was really intricate, like these guys, they did some incredible things, and you had to be a real hip hop head to understand, you know, the intricacy of their production. And I used to be like, damn, how did they do that? And everything they did, I thought was dope. You know, so
And
for me, that was
I saw
very
the
inspiring.
and I think you definitely captured that in your own production too. Because at first I thought our song was a few layers, and then you sent that record to me, and you really built the whole soundscape into the record. Every little sound chopped, and it was crazy. So
Well,
that's a talent and an art that is hard to come by these days for sure.
yeah, even with rapping is an art that a lot of people can't do. It's not like you get on and you do one track of a rap and it's like that makes the whole thing. Like, you guys who are artists, it's like you have to find a style for the beat. You have to find a melodic flow for it. You have to find a dope hook, and it's like you craft your rhymes the same way. And a lot of people, this is the problem with music now, that people don't understand the intricacy of it. They think like, yo, I could rap, I could get on here, and I could do the regular flow I did on the other records, and it's going to be hot. No, you have to find a pocket in this record, and you have to become one with it and make it yours. Like, that's like if you got a bed, and it's like, you find where you're comfortable at so you can have a good sleep. And I believe that's what you did. And it's like, to look at it, that's why I say, even if it doesn't become super huge, I just want one of these larger producers to hear it and be like, yo, who's this kid? Yeah, I think we need to fly him down. See if we can get him down here. Call his management or whoever, just to go to another level. Because I believe that that's the thing that a lot of artists aspire to do. They're not doing it just because they want to rap. You might like rap, but in the end, you do want to be paid. You want to be a superstar. You want to be on stage. You want to be on a big stage. You want to be doing festivals. You want to do all these things because it's something you love, and it's like it'll probably be no bigger goal for to happen for you than to sit on the stage at a festival. And it's like, if you got 30,000 people in front of you, 50,000, and it's like, and you commanding the crowd, and everybody screaming and chanting your name and singing your record. I know that feeling has to be super incredible. So, that's what I'm like, yo, you know, that's what I want to see happen. For you to be one of those people, with everybody screaming your name, everybody singing.
Definitely. I think it'll all in time once we get these shows back, especially. We throw in the secret shows right now, but I miss the actual tours and venues being open, but that'll come back all in time.
Yeah, well, and if you're doing secret shows and you get a response like that, yo, you guys are doing the right thing and you're on the right track. That's all I can
Thank
say.
you, my man.
And,
It's all
and
organic, you know? It's all
yeah, it is.
connecting
Cause
with the
to look where
people.
you at right now, it's not like y'all like, yo, we got to pay somebody so we can get this record here and make this happen. Everything's happening for little money, and it's like the little money that you're paying, you know, y'all getting big results from it, and it's like y'all making it happen yourself. Y'all down to business and everything where it's like, yo, we need this to happen. So how can we achieve this? And y'all going out and it's like y'all making it happen. No real big, entertainment lawyer. It's just the team.
All independent, all self-funded, just working, my man. That's it.
Yeah, so that's why I say y'all have to pat yourself on the back. You have to go
Thank you,
out and
my
have
man.
celebrational dinners so you can be like, yo, you know what? This is what we did. We need to celebrate. For the little things that we did, it may be little to some people, but it's a big step for us. So let's
Nah,
celebrate
definitely.
today. And then it's like our next goal that we make happen, we celebrate that too. Celebrate our goals. Cause
Thank you, my
a
man.
lot of people can't, you know? Shit, thank you, man. It's like, pat yourself on the back, man, and be honored that you are the man you are, and your peoples, that your management and everybody around you, be happy that you have these beings because these people make it go too. Everybody don't have that.
No, absolutely. I'm blessed to have the team I do around me, and I'm blessed to have the support from everybody, from my friends to my family too. And I'll tell you, when we dropped this record, we made history in my hometown. I come from a town with less than 10,000 people,
What what
so we
what, what town is that?
Hudson, New York, where the video was filmed, a large majority. So when I got
What,
evicted, I moved to
Hudson County?
Hudson, New York. It's like 2 hours north of Manhattan. It's like a little small town. It's like a little urban pocket in upstate New York. So everybody from my town, no one's really ever done. They've never really gotten out of the town, or like no one's blown up out of that town before. So they saw this video and this project as like almost the first introduction to the world stage from a music perspective. So I know probably some kids watching right now, and a lot of my people were very inspired by what we did, and you were a large part of that.
Well,
So
I believe that we are vessels for energy to inspire others. And to be a vessel, man, that's something you can look at yourself. And that's why I say somewhere there's a kid who's probably figuring the same thing. So when you go back to your town after you blow up, you're going to inspire him. It's like he'll probably be the same way you were, 15 years old. And it's like you starting on his way, and you might touch his life in a way where it's like everything just starts to be figured out, and he gets it once he sees you.
that's exactly what I'm trying to do. That's my main goal with my music, is to just inspire people. Because like I had a fucked up life. You feel me? Everyone had a fucked up life in some respect. But music is, for me, like I think my biggest skill in music is I could translate my pain into a record. Like our record,
Yeah.
that was a platform to like express all the shit in my life and my story, and kind of put it in a digestible format cinematically, and with some great production. So
Well, you know what though, too, man. That's the Biggie inspiration because he did the same thing.
hell yeah,
So that's why I say like it's like seeing you from the jump. You could tell it's something special about you and what you got. And that's why I say, like, one of these other cats to give you the record you need, which is the vessel, the one that they see on Billboard, and the one that's, the 10 million streamer. If you could get one of these cats like that to give you one of those, I believe you'll be on your way, because then it's like the meat and potatoes of your album. You could get that, and it's like that's what's going to keep it. It's like DMX. DMX had those records, and he used to make people cry this show, and he cried. To have that ability to touch people because it's like you have this energy of things that you went through and they understand your pain and what you felt. A lot of MCs or rappers, they don't rap about that. And it's like they don't put that out there. They put it out like they had a perfect life. And
or
meanwhile,
life is
even for us to be in a pandemic and everybody going through hell, like maybe some of your pain might inspire people too. And like I say, looking, I believe this, like, yo, because of the energy that you guys have, you're going to attract somebody, and somebody's going to come in and alley oop and put y'all on the level that y'all need to be.
Destiny, all in time. You feel me?
That's
I'm
all it is.
I'm happy with where I'm at right now. It's a blessing to be here. That's all I
Yo,
can say.
you where you supposed to be, and you
Facts.
will be where you supposed to be, and it's like that's just what it is. If it was that simple for for your energy to come across mine, and we do what we did, it shows like it's something that's guiding you to where you need to be. Because
Yep.
I think, and I not think, but it's like I just feel it's going to be bigger things for you. So you
Thank
just got to just keep it up and keep your energy what you're doing and keep it moving.
Of course, consistency. That's it. I wake up every day and just think about all this. That's it. Because I'm trying to get to the level of like a Big. You know,
Yeah,
that's my come up. That's
even
my
seeing
inspiration.
him, like he was not rapping one day to rapping for Puff. The After he rapped for Puff, and even knowing this time and looking at it in a chronological order, it was just like instant. Like everything just happened. Puff said, "Yo, on the documentary on Netflix, he's like, yo, who was this guy? Where'd he come from? You discovered him. You put him on Party and Bullshit. After Party and Bullshit, in another 6 months, Big was on another level that people just couldn't believe. Like, yo, where'd he come from?
Crazy.
So when you look, this is what can happen for you. It's like you just keep doing the work and doing what you do. Because there are people, like I say, that energy you have is going to be people who feel the same thing. And they're going to see it. Like, I know if like I said, if my homegirl Felicia, when she say, like, yo, he don't rap like he looks, that
I
shows,
get that from
like,
everybody.
yeah, so looking at it, you have something that's in you that's going to resonate with a lot of people. You just got to keep working. Just keep doing
Hell
what y'all
yeah.
doing. Putting you in front of people, promoting yourself on the internet, promoting the records, doing videos, doing songs, traveling around the country, hitting stages everywhere. It's going to happen.
Don't deal.
And that's how it works, man. It's like, and I said before, like, yo, for you to be who you are, something special about you as a rapper. Has nothing to do nothing else, but like even the way your voice sounds, how you flow, everyone doesn't rap like that, and they don't sound like that. So you'll be all right. It's like it's just go. It might be a little time. It's not gonna be a lot of time, but as the next steps be coming about, you're going to see, and it's like you look back, and you be like, wow, you know, I really achieved what I wanted to achieve. You know, I'm arrived like where all these people come from, and it's like they just came from, they just attached to your energy. You know,
That's how to put out good energy always.
yeah, that's what I believe. You know, and to do things sometimes, even how we work. You know, I just look like, yo, sometimes you need that. Sometimes you have to take a minute and be like, yo, you know what? No charge. Just let's do this one on the arm and see what happened. I feel that this might be something special that's supposed to work.
I think it will work too, my man.
You know?
Starting with I see some people asking when the single dropped. The single dropped 2 weeks ago called Boss Stars. Me and my man Buck dropped it. So
Yeah,
streaming out.
videos out now too. Tell them make sure they stream that video, get it a few million
Video
streams.
out as well. Boss Stars video came back yesterday. Had some issues there. Back online. And we're going to run that up, Buck. I promise you. And aside from that, you also, they just dropped the new Netflix movie, right? I Got a Story to Tell.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You know? So for me, like I say, I kind of ran a course. So now even the fruits of my labor, even things like that, like during the whole pandemic, I had records that was in different movies and shows and stuff. And it's a beautiful thing because, like I say, that's the appreciation. That's why I say sometimes you have to take it and give back. Like you can't give everybody, but there will be special energy that's there that you need to be like, all right, cool, let's just see if this works. You know? And I
Definitely.
believe this is one of them.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Thank you, my man.
So
I
even,
appreciate that.
you know, one day we'll do studio hookup and it's like we'll do that live. And when that happens, I believe that might be the thing that makes some people tune in. You know,
Definitely.
because I
Yeah,
see
I
y'all
was gonna
distribute
I
a
was gonna
lot.
ask you. I definitely want to get another record in with you, for sure.
Oh, we're gonna make that happen. Don't even worry about it. I'm working. I'm gonna create some stuff, and hopefully we could just sit down and chop it up and make some things happen.
Done deal. I'm there
You
for it,
know,
my man.
I am too, man. Like I just feel like, yo, let's make history. I've made history a few times, and it's like making history
You've
with you
been
would be
making
an honor.
history, boss. Been
Yeah, but
making
it's
history.
it's all cool. Like I've been one thing. I've been appreciative, but it's like I've been humble with a lot of things. But now to see like in this generation to see people do it, I'm like, all right, this is cool. Let's make this happen. You know, it's your floor now. So if I could be on your stage, then that's everything right there. You
Thank
know,
you, my man. That's crazy
you're
coming from you.
welcome,
We
man. It's
inspiring
all cool.
people along the way, as you did when I was a young kid. You inspired me. You and Big and L and all those people, man. Crazy.
Man,
What
it's
was it?
like
What was
that's
it
all
like
it is.
making? What was it like making I Got a Story to Tell? What? How did that come together? That record.
Well, it's pretty much the same way like most records. Like you give him BCD, he picks the beat. We go in the studio, we record the record. You know,
Easy. And he did does Big write in the studio, or did he come to the studio with verses?
I don't even think he wrote it. To be
Really?
honest, huh?
That's crazy.
Yeah, for him, I don't think he wrote it. I think he just came in and it's like I've been in the studio with him countless times, and even for him to be in the studio, like how can I say? So I think it was Somebody's Gotta Die, and there was a couple of other songs that he recorded on his album that I definitely was there. And for him to do that the way he did it, I was like, wow.
Buck, I think I lost you a little bit, my man. I don't know if you on mute. There we go. I
There
can hear
you
you
go.
now, I think. There we go. My bad, boss man.
No, it's all cool. You know. But these things, like I say, like one day, looking at the guys like LL, you know, Kane, um, Jay-Z, Nas, one day you'll have the same interaction with people is dumb because even I can remember Nas just like L, you know, as a kid where it's like everybody knew he could rap, but you know, people didn't understand how special he was. And for you guys, like being an artist, like you become special because it's like you start to learn who you are as an artist. And when you rap and it's like, and as you get a little complex and you start having fun with the craft and you doing things that people can't do, that make people be like, wow, did you hear what he say? How did he do that? How do you say that? And it takes you on another level. And also what happens too, like you'll have one rap or a couple of raps that's so good that it make everybody want to feature and rap with you. And that happened to Nas when in '95 when Nas was out, when he did all of these features with Mobb Deep and you know Wu-Tang cats like Ray and Ghost and everybody else. It's because when they heard him, they was like, "Yo, this is that guy." And you know, not too many people can become that guy. And then later on came and Biggie was that guy, and Pun was that guy. You know, it was something special about them. And
Raw talent.
yeah, so that's why I say even you can sit here and you can be like, yo, I can make hit records. That's like Jay-Z. I can make hit records, but I can rap also. Or you want me to get on the joint with you and you rap? All right, that's cool. Let's book a studio session and let's get done what we can and let's make some history. And that's the beauty of doing the music. So when you see it and you get to have that experience, you'll be great with that too, and you'll appreciate that. Because you'll be like, oh, wow, you know, I got records to streaming, you know, records on the radio. And now it's like, and these guys want to rap with me. That's what Ross is doing now. Ross is rhyming with underground cats because he can, because he's super paid and he made a lot of hit records, so he can rhyme with who he feels now. So when I see him rhyming with Freddie Gibbs, I'm like, yo, Freddie Gibbs is really like an underground artist, but if you want to do a record with him, that's totally fine too. No? And that gives him also a whole nother fan base. That's like
Hell
the
yeah,
big
Gibbs
thing.
is tight too.
Yeah, I think Gibbs is an amazing artist, you know, but he just he chose to be where he's at. He didn't like he was
Yeah,
signed to,
that's his lane.
he was signed to Interscope first, but he chose to be where he's at now. And I think with anybody, like when you figure it, like the way I look at you guys, what y'all doing, and I'm like, yo, you guys can be probably one of the first group of people to come out. Maybe y'all might do what Rockefeller did. Who knows? You know, where it's like,
Actually, I went on tour with Rock Nation last year.
yeah,
With my man Rel Carter. I don't know if you know Rel. It's Jay's nephew. So me and Rel had a pretty good relationship. We went on tour together, and then coronavirus happened. But yeah,
yo,
love
that's
to my
crazy.
people at
That
Rock
happens
Nation
to
for sure.
everybody.
Yeah,
Like the
I got a lot
last
of friends at Rock Nation, so that's a good.
the last record that I had to come out was right before coronavirus, and that was like on Jada's album.
That was
It
a
was
hard record too.
Jada, His Boys, and Days Low. And I look and I'm like, yo, maybe that might be something, because it kind of forced a lot of people to just be, all right, I'm gonna do underground work, or to some people and be like how you're doing, where it's like, all right, I'm gonna just do my own thing independently, and I'm gonna make these moves, and I'm gonna make it happen. And for you guys to be able to do it, it's like it's pretty amazing, because I know some major guys who can achieve some of the things that you guys are doing, who won't do it. Like they sit back and be like, yo, give me a budget, give me a deal. But you guys are going out, and it's like everything that y'all have, you know, y'all earning. You
That's a
know,
fact.
so that respect that, you know, you guys earn is like is nothing compared to what's coming with it. Like when y'all start getting cash for the respect, you're gonna see how the money double up, and it's gonna pile up. And you know, and you'll see how many people have that aspiration. Like, yo, you know, yeah, we need the link, we need the rhyme. Yo, we need the rhyme. It only take you to rhyme with one person who's out there that they respect, for them to be like, yeah, I definitely got a rhyme with him. And the rhymes will get you where you want to go. Like some people, like they might see you as clean cut and be like, oh, what's he going to rhyme about? But even you telling me that and telling your story, by the time you put out a project and you tell your story, how your life was coming up, people probably won't believe it, but when they hear it, they're gonna be like, yo, I feel this shit. Like, yo, when he rhyme, it's like I feel it in here. And it's like what he's saying is making my head stand up. And then they'll see another side. So right now you having the song out, to them is surface, but when you get them a project, a full meal, and they digest it, is when they gonna be like, yo, this guy's serious. Yo, you
Right.
gotta hear him. You know?
It's kind of crazy that music video. It shit just came 360 for me because I always try to keep my rhymes as genuine as possible. I wanted the video to be as genuine as possible. So, I like my own dad is in the video. You feel me? Like my actual father, the
Yeah?
actual housing that I lived in for many years is in that movie. And in the first verse, I talk about, I say, my brothers in the tombs and the stretchers. Promise when we catch them, we gonna stretch them. Nasty aggression with blunt smoking and passing the session. While I was rapping that verse, in the background was my boy, who got shot 7 times a year and a half ago. He was in the music video in the background, and I'm talking about, my boys on stretchers. So
That's crazy.
it's crazy how it all comes 360, and a lot of that goes over people's heads. But I think in the long term, when I build my reputation as an artist and people really tap in with my story, they'll see the connection, and that's when the fucking gold comes,
But you're right about saying that, because even looking, so now that makes me be like, all right, so I'm definitely going back to the video. And it makes me want to connect certain scenes and see what's happening, to see if, like, those people are there.
They
And
probably watching this right now. I'm sure my boy in here, my boy Cody.
yeah, like, look, so even, like, I'll give you something. This is from Big. And we didn't take it as serious. So, you know, when we first heard Biggie album, he was like, yo, my mom's got cancer in her breast. Don't ask me why I'm motherfucking stressed. We took it like, damn, man, that's a powerful line to say. How you say that? You
Yeah.
gonna make her have cancer. But she
Yeah.
had it already. So when I seen the movie Notorious, and I was like, oh shit, his mom's really had cancer? I'm like, wow, you know, he gave like a dope autobiography of his pain on Ready to Die. Except for like suicidal death. Suicidal thoughts, he probably felt that. But when you look at everything else he's talking about, it's like, yo, it's pretty much accurate of him just putting his truth out there. And I believe when you do that, and no wonder people felt it, because they like, yo, you know, damn, he's rapping, but it's like the pain he's putting out there. It's like I feel that right now. Like I feel like I've been through some of these things that he speaks about, and I think some artists they can do that, and some artists they don't have it, and they don't know how, even fabricating it. They don't know how to put that across. But when it's genuine and you put it there, and it's like, and then you hear whispers from the hometown, and it's like, and the people be like, "Oh, that's who he talking about right there."
They talk about my dad in the comments right now. Guy is the man. That's my dad, Guy. He probably in here too. That's love.
So even Big be like, "It's my nigga Pop from the barbershop."
Yeah.
It was really a dude named Pop, and I'm like, "Oh shit," So that was like kind of my first introduction of reality rap, where people were like, putting actual facts in their rap and not just making it up. So to look, I think what you have and what you're doing, it's going to bring back reality rap. Because I don't think a lot of people will try to make it reality, be like, yo, I'm selling drugs. So since I just got a little paper, I'm going to go get. I don't look at that as reality rap. Reality rap is the struggles that we've been through to get us to the place where we at, where we can be famous and make the money we want to make, and be proud that we escaped these pitfalls that we had.
Yeah.
So for you to do that, it's like, even what you tell me, it's like, by meeting you, I never would have thought in a million years that this was your struggle and what you've been through. But they say never judge a book by the cover. So all in all, I'm very excited to see what the future holds and what comes about next, and how these songs come about. Because just to hear, like, hearing the story is one thing, reading the book is another. But when a person's rapping and they put that story there, that's like their movie. But it's just,
That's what this video was. It was the first part of my documentary. You feel me?
Well, like I say, we'll stay tuned. We'll be back again. Cause to look at it, like, after Big's passing, a lot of people are like, yo, I hear your beats and I hear nothing but Biggie on them. I don't think that's something that I could do. Cause it probably was just, I guess, a lot of pain and a lot of emotion and different feelings in them. Cause
it's intimidating probably because they hear your sound and they think, L, Big. They're like, oh, I don't even want to touch that record. You feel me?
I think part of it's right, because it's like everybody can't do what like Big did, and it's like to be able to have that same rhyme style and have the voice that's captivating, they couldn't do. So when they hear it, they like, oh, I don't think I can make records as good as him. So you got to give me something. So it's like it made me kind of have to dumb down sometimes, because like listening to Big, when Big used to be like, yo, I need something that's for me. You make dope beats, but I need some beats I can run more. He wanted soundtracks, which is really like how you have, my record, Somebody's Gotta Die, Kicking the Door, those type of records, where it's like, okay, cool, yeah, this is it, because I could tell my truth on here. And I believe, they say like great artists only come around so often, and maybe this might be, how we met. This could be like your time and your turn. Maybe you might be meeting somebody, Diddy, or somebody like Diddy, Pharrell, or one of them, and you could pin your truth in. They could help you market and promote your story, your movie, the way it needs to be.
Absolutely. This was the start to that for me, and you helped along that journey, my friend. I think this is the first record, perfect introduction for me.
We ain't done. We gonna get back in.
No.
But I know in a minute I gotta get ready to jump on the call before 10:30.
No, definitely. We've been out here for a while, but I appreciate
it's all cool, Jake. But like I say, man, and I know, and I'm gonna tell you this, man. Like I work with a lot of dope cats, but like it gives me the feeling of when I first worked with Beanie. And for me to first work with Beanie, and Beanie told me, asked me if people will like him, he was humble with it and everything. Like, yo, you got something that the people are looking for. They just don't know it yet. And when they get it and that light bulb come on, that's when everything's gonna start happening. Like I said, what's dope is, shouts to your manager, you got the team around you. That's gonna make everything click, and everything's gonna click for you, and it's gonna go at the speed you need it to go to.
Let's get it to the sky, my man. That's it. Sky's the limit.
We hit. Let's get this first one rocking. Y'all guys run around, do your promo. I'm here. I'm in the crib. I'm gonna be cooking up for a while. Like after I get this call, So we gonna keep in touch and let's definitely connect and like, yo, whatever you guys need, you know, you can always call. I always tell you that. You know, when I say that, I mean that. Like, yo, you got something, and it's like, and I'm looking at them, I always look to see like, okay, who's looking now? And in a minute, I'm gonna have to be like, yo, you need to listen to this dude. Because like, yo, he got something. But let's do that. Yo, anytime you want to connect, you know, just holler at me. But if not, I'll be reaching out soon anyway. All right, bro?
Absolutely. Buck, I got mad love for you, my man. Thank you.
Same here, man. Bless up, man. Travel safe out there and be safe. You guys be safe, all right?
You too, my man. Blessings.
All right,
Thank you.
peace. All right.